Jayaguru Sankirta Stotra Bandana. Om Brahmanandam Parama Sukhadam Kevalam Jnanam Dandatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasya Dilaksham Ekam Nityam Bimalam Machalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadguru Nigamananda. Jayaguru, welcome to this Nigam Swadhyay group under the banner of Summer Vacation Bliss. We are starting a new week today. We are getting enormous support from all of you, and the kind of viewing it's getting done in the YouTube channel post our session also, it's very encouraging. We had a discussion with our organizer Sevaks from among Prabasi Anchalika Sangha. So every member has given their positive response to our seva so far, and every Sevak and Sevika in this group who are participating, they are also being their seva is praiseworthy. So for today's session, we have again got Sevak Shubhabrata Upadhyay Bhai from Baripada Saraswat Sangha. So I am requesting Shubhabrata Upadhyay Bhai from Baripada Saraswat Sangha to recap the session of last Friday. Over to you, Shubhabrata Bhai.
Jayaguru Bhai.
Jayaguru.
To manage the Matha effectively, responsibilities were assigned to capable disciples. As the number of disciples grew, 5 branches were set up across Bengal. A team of sannyasis was sent to Burma to promote Sanatan Dharma. The Matha remained the central hub for administration and spiritual practice, attracting visitors from India and abroad seeking guidance from Sri Thakura Maharaj. Even followers of other sects gathered there, transforming the once quiet place into a vibrant center of devotion and activity. Writers shared their spiritual insights through the Arya Darpan magazine, initially managed by Sarada Prasada Pavna and later by other experienced individuals. Arya Darpan grew into a respected religious magazine across India. Sri Thakur Maharaj's teachings reached thousands and went beyond the Assam Bangyo Sasata Matha. His mission sparked a much-needed spiritual awakening in the country, a needed revolution by Paramahansa Parivrajak Srimad Swami Nigamananda Saraswati Deva. He also started an annual gathering called Sarvabhauma Bhakta Samilani, organized by the Matha and led by Thakur Maharaj himself. This 3-day event attracted thousands of people regardless of caste, creed or culture. It included spiritual talks and activities, and devotees returned with divine joy, knowledge and experiences to share throughout the year. Although the Matha's operations were running smoothly, Sri Thakur Maharaj suddenly chose to leave and move to Puri, Odisha in secrecy. Several reasons were cited. He trusted the capable hands managing the Matha, believed saints seek love rather than recognition, and wanted to focus solely on guiding seekers spiritually. Most importantly, he longed to fully immerse himself in devotion and service to his followers, free from administrative distraction. Before leaving, he instructed that he should not be disturbed unless in an emergency. With only a few close attendants, he quietly departed. The sannyasis and household devotees who remained behind were moved to tears. His departure remained many of Lord Krishna and Balaram leaving Vrindavan for Mathura with Akura, both a movement of deep emotion and spiritual significance. Upon reaching Puri, also known as Purushottam Dham, Sri Thakur initially stayed at Girikutir on rent. Later, he bought a seaside house from Govardhana Matha and named it Nilachala Kutira. Then, he spent his days in these spiritual practices, channeling his yogic power or Guru Shakti for the upliftment of thousands of followers. His grace or Kripa Shakti reached devotees across the world. He instructed his close attendants to never reveal his identity and lived humbly and quietly, devoted entirely to the welfare of his disciples. A Jagat Guru, world teacher, comes to remove ignorance and lead people to spiritual freedom. Advanced gurus are given tougher tasks to guide people lost in deep ignorance. People come from different backgrounds. Some are uneducated, some are poor, others are wealthy but distracted by desires, and some, even if educated, are not interested in developing themselves spiritually. Many are unaware of the need to acquire true knowledge of Satsikya. Regardless, the Guru helps all to grow spiritually. Sometimes, in doing so, a Guru becomes involved in organizational matters, which limits the time he can give to disciples' spiritual growth. Some even lose their own spiritual focus while trying to uplift others. That's why Sri Thakur distanced himself from such duties and dedicated all his divine energy to the spiritual development of his followers. Swami Nigamananda's arrival in Puri was a blessing for the Odias and Odia speaking people. Though initially unrecognized, his dress and lifestyle drew people's attention. While staying at Girikutir, numerous letters used to arrive, and soon the inmates of Govardhana Matha, founded by Adi Shankaracharya, came to know about Swami Nigamananda's staying. Postal and railway authorities also became aware of him, but his dress and lifestyle, like a rich landlord and woman's voice coming from the building where he was staying, led to confusion, and mercifully he was left undisturbed. But slowly the news was out that the writer of Yogi Guru is staying in Nilachala Kutira. Unlike at Matha, Sri Thakur led a relaxed lifestyle at Puri. He used to wake at 5 to 6 in the morning, took an oil massage and bath. Then he had breakfast and then relaxed in an easy chair. If visitors came, he engaged in discussion. Otherwise, he read newspapers like Bharatavarsha and Vasumati. Sometimes he used to take bath after having breakfast and reading newspaper. He had long, beautiful curly hair, which was combed by his Sevaks with care while he read magazines. Lunch was served to him between 11:30 to 12 noon, after which he leaves the table for Leela to study. Leela, also known as Narayani, was the adopted daughter of Sri Thakur Maharaj. Her adoptive parents, Sri Suresh Chandra Chattopadhyay and his wife Savita Devi, were disciples of Sri Thakur Maharaj. As they were childless and Savita Devi was suffering from tuberculosis, they moved to Puri from Jasor, East Bengal for her health. There, Savita Devi gave birth to a baby girl and passed away shortly afterward. Suresh Chandra, following her death, brought the baby to Nilachala Kutir and placed her before Sri Thakur. Thakur Maharaj accepted full responsibility for the child, named her Narayani, and raised her as his own daughter. Suresh Chandra later took sannyas and disappeared on a holy tour. Before departing to his heavenly abode, Sri Thakur Maharaj prepared a will transfer ownership of the Nilachala Kutir to Narayani, ensuring her well-being after his departure. Narayana Devi was raised by Suravada Devi, a disciple of Sri Thakur Maharaj, a bright student with strong moral values. She earned a postgraduate degree in history from Kolkata and dedicated her life to research, producing many timeless books. She considered Suravada Devi as her mother. Under the guidance of Sri Durgacharana Mahanti and Mr. Satyapriya Mahanti, then Speaker of the Odisha Legislative Assembly, Narayana Devi and Suravada were invited to Odisha. They accepted and moved to Bhubaneswar, warmly welcomed by devotees. They settled at Ekamra Saraswata Sangha, a branch of Nilachala Saraswata Sangha, where Narayani continued her work. Syam Sundar Das and Hemalata Ma were asked to assist her in her research. Later, Sri Syam Sundar Das became president of Nilachala Saraswata Sangha. Sadhvi Narayan Devi was nominated as president of his prestigious women's wing and served until her untimely death due to several complications. Her memories are cherished by thousands of devotees. After her death, Suravala Ma succeeded her as chairperson and passed away at an advanced age. Suravala was a daughter of Dr. Rajendra Dhar, who renounced everything to become Swarupananda Maharaj, a disciple of Sri Thakur Maharaj. After his passing, Suravala remained with Sri Thakur until his final days. After lunch, Sri Thakur would sit in Virasana for an hour in his first floor bedroom, then rest after drinking water. In the afternoon, he would stroll on the sea beach with Suravala Manuma, Narani, and other disciples. Returning by 6 to 7 pm, Manuma offered dhupo and all joined in evening prayers. He took dinner at 9 pm and then retired for the night. At other times, Sri Thakur would sit on the balcony, gazing at sea, deeply absorbed in thoughts, always centered on the well-being of his disciples. On the ground floor, he often sat on chair by a small table writing reply letters, despite many delicacies being prepared daily. He ate very little with a glass of milk at noon and night as his main nourishment. During special occasions, devotees were invited to Nilachala Kutir to partake in prasad. After lunch, Sri Thakur would rest in Virasana for an hour. At night, he retired after 10 pm and rose before 6 am. Unlike ordinary, his rest was known as Yoga Nidra, a conscious state where the welfare of humanity took form. Both he and others affirmed that during sleep he never lost awareness. Lying quietly, often facing the wall, he would still sense anyone entering the room without needing to turn or look. Sri Thakur often demonstrated extraordinary awareness. He could tell where an object was without looking and sometimes perceived events in other rooms, unbounded by walls. Yet, at times, he would remain unresponsive to happenings around him unless directly informed. This mysterious ways of yogis. Once, though he had left the matha, he returned briefly with Narayan Devi and others. During that visit, disciples requested him to give Diksha initiation and a day was set for it. Jayaguru.
Jai Guru. Thank you, Shubhabrata Bhai. You have recapped the session of Friday in a very detailed and elaborate manner. Though we are getting some suggestions ki, every time the recapping should be, in a very concise manner. But yes, thanks for your preparation. The way you have prepared the entire thing and you described it's praiseworthy. So congratulations and thank you, Subhabrata Bhai. May Thakurjee bless you for your seva this time. Welcome, Bhai. Welcome. I am requesting Priyambada Ma and Devasis Bhai to please flash the results of last week and the last session also.
Jayaguru everyone. So on Friday we had received 39 responses both in senior and junior group, and in junior group we got Anand Swarup Bhai from Pune Sangha, Aryan Sahu Bhai from Karnataka Sangha, and Amruta Ma from Hyderabad Sangha. They got the full score, 4 out of 4. And in senior group we got Shivani Dasma from Ekamra Sangha, Divyanshu Ghade Bhai from Jagannathpur Sangha, and Priyanshi Ma from Hyderabad Sangha, the shortest, the quickest responses. And we have our weekly result also. So we got Jaganmai Dasma from Hyderabad Sangha, Shivani Dasma from Ekamra Sangha, Priyanshi Ma from Hyderabad Sangha, Divyanshu Ghade Bhai from Jagannathpur Sangha, Yashaswini Mishra Ma from Jamshedpur Sangha, Aryan Sahu Bhai from Karnataka Sangha, Bhatta Krishna Bhai from Chennai Sangha, Diksharadhana Ma from Kendra Sevaka Sangha, Vaishnavi Ma from Pune Sangha, and Anand Swarup Bhai from Pune Sangha. So congratulations to you all and rest of all also.
Thank you, and congratulations. A good round of applause for all of them who have got consistent in answering the questions and also the last Friday's answer session. I could see one new Sevika from Hyderabad, I think Amruta Ma. So she participated for the first time, if I am not wrong.
No, bhai, she is participating. But unfortunately, I mean, she's not coming in the 3. But
Okay.
she's doing good. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you, Amritama. You finally your name has been flashed here. So keep trying to retain this name here every day. So anyway, may Thakurji bless all of you. So it's already 9:15. Without wasting any further time, we have got Devabrata Jena Bhai from Raipur Saraswat Sangha. I think it's first time somebody from Raipur Saraswat Sangha is representing. So Devabrata Bhai, over to you. Please read the session of today.
Jayaguru, Heritage of India and Swami Nigamananda, newer edition, page 791, last paragraph. Sri Thakur Maharaj, though had left Motto, it was not forever. One day he, along with Narayani Devi and others, had gone there. While staying there, few disciples requested him to give Diksha, and a day was fixed for that. Those disciples were given initiation, and it was over. Child Narayani entered the room, who for the first time heard about Diksha. Plentiful of bell leaves and flowers were scattered on the floor. The room was filled with flavor and smoke of Homa. Any child would have been scared watching the scene. But Narayani was not at all scared because her Baba was sitting in the room. Sri Thakur Maharaj saw Narayani entering the room and was observing the materials intently. He said, "Are you interested to take Diksha?" Child Narayani did not know what Diksha means, but said yes. Sri Thakur Maharaj made her seated on a mat, gave her handful of bay leaves, and told her to place it as a sign of respect in front of him. After Narayani did so, he told the mantra, or rather the Mahamantra, in her ear and said, "Now you have taken Diksha, pay respect to me." Narayani, without understanding the potency of Diksha, touched her forehead on the ground, and the ritual of Diksha for Narayani was over within couple of minutes. While they were at Motto, Sri Thakura Maharaj and others went for Jalakrida. While it was going on, and all of them were on a boat. The boat capsized because of high wind blowing from a side. All were thrown into water. Sri Thakura Maharaj swam to the shore, and others were rescued by Swarupananda, Sardananda, and by others devotees. Suddenly Sri Thakur Maharaj said, "Where is Jogamaya?" They saw Jogamaya being swept away with the current of water. Few jumped into the river and brought her ashore. They were angry with her and said, "Why did not you shout for help?" She smiled and said, "I know Thakur is there to save me. Why should I cry for others' help? O Jogamaya." Such dependence even at the time of crisis like that. It is only possible in case of a dedicated disciple like her. The death of return to Puri came. The entire Motto was subdued with an untold sadness. When Sri Thakur Maharaj boarded the bullock cart to reach station, the unspent emotion of Jogamaya erupted. She started crying uncontrollably. Sri Thakur Maharaj told her, consoling, "Do not cry, I would be coming back soon." Amit sobs. She said, "I know, Thakur, you are not coming back again. I would never be able to see you again." Even the cats, dogs ran after the cart. After a while, the cart was stopped, and Sri Thakura Maharaj told those pet animals to return, and those started wailing in their anguish. Narayani was overpowered with emotion but did not express it. What a child! While Sri Thakura Maharaj was staying at Nilachala Puri, few simple-minded school-going boys became attracted towards him. His handsomeness, his complexion, his calm and composed figure became their cause of attraction. They were school children, but endowed with the rare qualities of honesty, sincerity, and most importantly, they harbored unconditional love for Sri Thakur Maharaj. Prominent among them were Bhai Durga Charana Mohanty, Govinda Patnaik, Ekadasi Harichandana, Rupalji. Later, Bonamali Das Bhai, who was an advocate, also joined them. They became the regular visitors who daily accompanied Sri Thakura Maharaj in his evening walk and to take a stroll on the sea beach. Later, a hand-pulled rickshaw was bought from Kolkata, and Sri Thakur Maharaj will sit on it, and one of them will pull it. Others will walk behind. Once Sri Thakur Maharaj was sitting on it with Narayani, and Sri Thakur Maharaj asked her jokingly, pointing towards the rickshaw, Manu, Monu, Monu, what is it? Narayani instantly said, Ratha Brahma, Thakur. Thakur, gesturing towards Ananda Bhai, who was pulling the rickshaw, asked, Who is he? Narayani said, Sarathi Brahma. Again Thakura asked her, Who am I? Without waiting, she said, Guru Brahma. Everyone were astonished at her reply, as she was just a child only. Appropriate sanskar is the rarest object for any disciple to achieve. For Narayani, even though she was a child, this rare sanskar was a natural phenomenon. Why not? She was living with the live Brahma, and hence anything is possible. She not only visited Mottha Maharaj, but she was very fortunate to visit South India with him. She later wrote about it and had said it was a unique experience for her which she never forgot. While staying at Puri, one day Sri Thakur Maharaj wanted to visit Chilika Lake. Narayani's Surabala and his Odia followers accompanied him in the journey. They stayed at Balugaon and next day took out boat to enjoy the panoramic view of Chilika Lake. Ekadasi was managing the rudder of the boat, observing his handling the boat deftly. Sri Thakur Maharaj said, Ekadasi is my rudder man. He who handles the rudder of his disciples leaves his accepting Ekadasi, the boy, as his rudder man. Everybody laughed, and spending the day on Chilika, they returned to Puri. Among the Odia devotees, Sri Durga Charana was of very shy nature and spoke very less, but was extremely dedicated to Sri Thakura Maharaj. He was the native of Biratunga of Puri district. While he met Sri Thakur Maharaj, he was reading in school. When his father came to know that he is visiting a sannyasi on regular basis, he thought by doing so his son's career will be ruined. In order to teach Durga Charana a lesson, he stopped paying him his monthly money. Durga Charan Bhai had taken a vow not to leave Sri Thakur Maharaj at any cost. He who was prepared to sacrifice his life for Thakur cannot care for problems arising out of pennilessness. Somehow or other he managed his food and did not leave Puri. When there was nothing to eat, Bonamoli Bhai would offer some food to him, but without knowing that he is hungry, and some other times he had to manage without food. He never disclosed his situation to anyone, including Sri Thakur Maharaj. One day Durga Bhai came back to his rented house with empty stomach, drank water and fell asleep on a mat. He woke up as some woman was calling him. He opened the door and found an old woman standing there. She was holding something wrapped in a cloth. She asked him to keep it as she was going away on Tirth Yatra. She told him that she would return soon and take the material back, and if she does not return, the contents can be used by him. As Durga Charan Bhai did not know the old woman, he did not agree at first, but he kept it after. Repeated request from the old woman. A month passed and the old woman did not return. So, out of curiosity, he opened the bundle and found 100 silver coins in it. In that period, 100 rupees was a lot of money. Immediately, he could understand who was behind this episode. He decided not to spend it for himself and went to his village of hand over the entire amount to his father with a view that he will be pleased with Sri Thakura Maharaj, whom he did not like. His father getting the money was astonished, and his views regarding Sri Thakura Maharaj was immediately changed. He started expressing his appreciation for his son's relation with Sri Thakura Maharaj and provided rice, coconut and some money to Durgacharan Bhai for his expenditure. Durgacharan Bhai sighed in relief. He became very happy for the monthly allowance without which he was going hungry most of the days. He was more pleased for the change of attitude of his father towards Thakur Maharaj. After some days, his father, mother, and paternal uncle, aunt came to Puri and took Diksha from Sri Thakur Maharaj. Durgacharan Bhai was to appear in HSC examination. He sat in the examination, but when the result was declared, it was found that he has failed the HSC. He never talked about it and rather seemed quite happy. The strangeness of his behavior was unveiled by Sri Thakur Maharaj, but after some months, the reason behind the failure is that he did not want to become successful in the exam. If he would have become successful in the examination, he apprehended that he may be sent to Cuttack for higher study, and as a result, he would not be able to meet Sri Thakur Maharaj. It is evident that becoming a professional or to earn money for his family was not that important to him compared to the companionship of Sri Thakur Maharaj and hence the sacrifice. How could anybody guess that this Durgacharana would one day become president of Nilachala Saraswata Sangha, and this failed metric boy would be honored with the coveted Sahitya Academy award by government of Odisha. Nobody knew that his penniless boy would become president of a vast empire of devotees. Well, nobody knew, but Thakur knew it and guided Durgacharana in the path of spiritualism to become his flag bearer. One day Thakur Maharaj told him, Durgacharana, day after tomorrow is the birthday of Leela. Can you bring some milk from your village? As expected, Durgacharana readily agreed as he did not want to lose the rare scope to serve him. On that day, Durgacharana arrived with milk but was delayed as he had to walk 15 to 20 kilometers on the seashore. On his arrival, Thakur Maharaj told him, Durgacharan, today you would be initiated along with Nirupal. Knowing his problem and anxiety, he continued, you don't have to arrange anything. I have already done the arrangement. Go take your bath and come soon. Durgacharan Bhai was stunned as he knew people used to wait for years to take Diksha from him. He is proposing to give initiation on his own and added to his he had already made the arrangement spending money to purchase the required materials. Durgacharana, with tears in his eyes, thought only God can be so compassionate, none else. By this singular act, Thakur Maharaj did prove himself as the sea of compassion or Daya Sindhu. Before that, Ishwar Sahu, Balaji Raju and Dinabandhu Dio had taken initiation from Thakur. Now Durgacharan Bhai, Ekadasi Bhai, Govinda Bhai and Rupal Ji took the initiation. Before that, once Govinda Bhai, sitting near the feet of Thakur, fainted and was brought back to normalcy by those present there. Looking at the prostrated figure, Thakur said, "Perhaps this cap, cap is Govinda." That Govinda, regarding his fainting on that day, he disclosed that he saw Thakur being seated at center of very bright light, and he fainted over observing the Jyotirmaya Vigraha of Thakur. He was blessed with a very rare vision of Parabrahma. Chaitanya Charana Das was a service holder in the Samaj Press. Gopabandhu Press was producing maximum numbers of Odia newspaper. At Cuttack, when he somehow got a copy of Yogi Guru, immediately he became interested to meet his writer. Through letters, he came to know that Swami Nigamananda was staying at Puri. He lost no time and cycling 85 kilometers, he reached Puri. When he went to Nilachala Kutir, he was denied entrance as he had not made any prior appointment. The Sevaka told him that he should come some other time. How could the Sevak know that Chaitanya Bhai had waited months for this day to arrive and had come to Puri by a cycle from Cuttack? Chaitanya Bhai, true to his nature, did not say a word and waited outside the Nilachala Kutir. The Sevak, after hours, found him seated on the veranda and told him in a lighter voice, "Go to temple and come back taking Mahaprasad. We will try to let you meet Thakur." Chaitanya Jayaguru Bhai.
Jayaguru Bhai. Thank you, Debabrata Bhai, for a nice reading. You read very important chapter in Thakurjee's life today. So may Thakurjee bless you. A good round of applause for Debabrata Jana Bhai. He was very serious because when we logged in at 8:45, he was already there, waiting to come to the meeting room. And thank you for your sincerity and everything. There was a suggestion in the YouTube channel. Had you been read the entire thing once or twice before reading here, it could have been better, because there are some words like Biratunga and all which are very unique because name of places and all these things. So anyway, thank you Debabrata Bhai for your nice reading. Before going to the question and answer session, I would like to read one answer of Tushar Bhai regarding the earrings being given by Narayani Ma to Kanchan Ma of Ekamra Saraswat Sir. So let me read what Kanchan Ma told our Devashish Mahanti Bhai. I am just reading whatever has been told by her. So Kanchan Ma is saying, while I was serving Narayani Ma and Surabala Ma at that time at Ekamra Saraswata Sangha, Narayani Ma gave me a pair of earrings and a chain. Both are of gold. She felt bit uneasy and asked to the then Parichalak Durgacharana Mahanti Bhai ki, Narayani Ma had given me a earring and chain. What should I do? So you please take it. But Durgacharana Bhai advised him to wear, otherwise Narayani Ma might felt bad. So as per his Ades, the Ades from Parichalak Durgacharan Bhai, Kanchan Ma have been wearing these two items till now. She has clarified, even during her wedding, she wore only that pair of earrings and the chain, nothing else. And she is very confident. She is never going to wear anything else apart from this, and she will wear them till her last, till she dies in this material world. This is what is the clarification by, Kanchan Ma. So now we are going to address the questions, and we will ask Gyanabhai Jayaguru. Gyanabhai is already here with us. So let me start. There was a very early questions by Diksha Aradhana Ma from Ekamra Saraswat Sangha. Gyana Bhai, what is Yoga Nidra? She is asking.
Yoga Nidra is a sleep. Nidra which is sleep. That yogis or Siddha Mahapurusa have. Thakura, when Thakura went to used to go to sleep when he was in a physical form, it wasn't a sleep like we do. We go to sleep, then we lose all our consciousness, and we may see some dreams, but nothing else. When Thakura goes to sleep, he was always in Yoga Nidra, so he's sleeping, but he sees everything. So one time, Thakura was sleeping. To his backside, Bhuban Maharaj was fanning, using the fan or pankha. And Ma comes and stands behind silently, Bhuban Maharaj, and she was asking, can she do the fanning without saying anything? Because Thakura was sleeping, they didn't want to disturb him. Since Thakura was in really Yoga Nidra, not real Nidra, and he could see his backside also. After a little bit, the Ma was getting a little sad that Bhuvan Maharaj was not allowing her to do the seva. Thakura speaks up on the other side, saying, "Hey, Bhuvan, give the fan to the Ma, and Ma can do this fanning." So that shows that he was always conscious even in his sleep. That is called Yoga Nidra. So in our Uriya Jivani, there is a process of practicing Yoga Nidra, essentially thinking of Thakura and uttering his name before you go to sleep. If you do it for some time, you will also get to a state that you are sleeping, but the Namo is going and all that. So there is a process that you can follow. I have recommended some time ago.
Thank you, Gyana Bhai, for an elaborate explanation. Let me tell my own life experience. During when I was in class 4th or 5th, we have been asked by our parents to do dhyana every morning, and we are doing that by apprehending or with fear factor. So after sitting 5, 10, 15 minutes maybe, because we got up early and there was no habit, so we fell asleep. So it was a very disturbing thing. So that time we were also reading this Brahmacharya Sadhan and Yogi Guru. So I think in both the books it is written that while you do meditation, if sleep comes, then need not to be worried. That is called Yoga Nidra. So from that day we were very relaxed. Whenever in meditation, if we fall asleep, we were feeling proud that is Yoga Nidra. But it's really not. When we grew up and we started learning the exact process of meditation, Yoga Nidra is a very serious process, and there are very practitioners who can practice this thing to the students who are really would like to have Yoga Nidra. So anyway, you have already explained. I just shared some of old things which I could recall. I think Diksha Aradhana Ma could get by now what Yoga Nidra is. We'll go to the second question by Acha. Anyway, so Ninima, that link is there. I have already pasted in the chat. What you can do is kindly copy that and paste in the YouTube channel, or whoever would like to listen that prayer, Eman Guru Kuthay Khuje, who are not in the Nigam Swadhyay group, can paste that link in YouTube channel so that you can get that prayer. It's not in our channel because what is happening nowadays, Mr. Google is very strict. If you are copying something from other channel to your channel, so there is chances of getting disturbance or getting a warning from them. That's why we are not violating the regulations of YouTube vis-a-vis Google. Okay. Okay. So Gyana Bhai, there was a question from Ninima last time. So let me read that question again for you. Thakurjee fulfills our wishes, but how would we know what Thakurjee's wish is? Is it written in any book?
Yes, it is. Thank you for that question. Thakura, while he was in his physical body, he has given a lot of advices which have been written down in various books. So it's a very vast topic, so I'll try to really crunch it down to only a few lines. Thakura had said his goal to establish Asamanga Saraswati Mata is threefold. One is propagation of Sanatana Dharma Prachara, and really Sat Sikkha Vistara, which is spreading of right education, and Sivagana Jiva Seva, which is serving the mankind as if they are incarnation of Shiva. So those are his primary goals. And when he established Nilachala Saraswati Sangha, that we are all part of, he said, in order to achieve those goals, you can follow these three other things. One is Adarsha Grihastha Jivana, which is establishing an ideal householder life. Sangha Shakti Pratishta, which is establishing the power of Sangha or the union. And Bhav Vinaya, exchanging spiritual ideas. So those are the three things that we try to observe in our Samilani, in our Sangha Puja, and our home to fulfill Thakura's original three goals. But apart from those, Thakura has given like literally thousands of different advices. And in one advice he says, if you pick only one of those advice and sincerely observe that, then I will call you my closest person or antarang. So another place Thakura says that I have expressed a lot of my desires or ichha. I have also a lot of unexpressed desires. You want to know those unexpressed desires or even understand the expressed desires correctly, then follow this purification of mind process, Chitta Suddhi. So once your mind is pure, you establish yourself in Sattvic Bhava, and then you can really understand what Thakura is saying or said verbally or in written chittis and other places, or even the things that Thakura hasn't even said. Once your mind is pure, you can understand them. Now, bhai, please add. It's a very vast contribution over hours.
So, Ninima, one very simple thing, whether we need not to be worried whether, where Thakurjee is getting, we are fulfilling his wishes or not. It is being told that we should do our seva, we should do our duty as Swadharma, and everything will automatically fall. Because there is a Daivi Shakti, there is a power which is going to guide all of us. So it is only to understand. And Gyanabhai, if I am correct, Ami Ki Chai, so there is a book also. So whatever you told, it's all being written there. I think that is being written by this Nrupalji, if I am not wrong.
Ami Ki Chai is basically a collection of a lot of advices that Thakura has given. It's a very small, tiny book. It has an English translation, has an Odia translation, and its original is Bengali.
Yes. So Ninima, you can also go through that book. So, but Gyanabhai has already concised, what is the objective of Thakurjee, because that is the main wish. Everything else is the sub-verbs of that. During many discussions, Thakurjee told many things. But the one underlying thing what Gyanabhai told, if you are going, everybody is going to pick one line even, that is sufficient. So that what is the conclusion is. Now we'll go to the next question. Next question is from Riddhi from Karnataka Sangha. Okay, no, sorry. It's from Mona Lisa, Tivsa from Burla Sangha. She is asking, who was that old woman who called Durga Charan Bhai as he was not having food and slept?
What? I did not understand the question.
Okay, so Gyanabhai, it is from the reading of today's. Let me answer this. So okay. What happened, Tivsa, when Durga Charan Bhai was not getting the stipend, the monthly expenses from his father, because his father has already knew ki Durga Charan Bhai is associated with a monk, which he was not intending to, which he was not wanting his son to do all these things. So he started not sending money to his son because he was in some remote village of Puri, and Durga Charan Bhai was in Puri studying the higher secondary certification thing. So, Durga Charan Bhai was in distress. Many days he could not get food and he was sleeping like that. So one day, because it's all the wishes of Thakurjee, when you are in the path of religion, so you will get Daivi Krupa. So the old woman who came and gave him a bundle of something, Durga Charan Bhai could not open it. After some days or month, whatever is being written, he opened and found some coins. So he gave those money to his father, and he told him, he narrated him, I was not having food, and that day one old lady came and gave me these coins. So from that day, his father got convinced, yes, whatever my son is doing is in a right path. He is at least, getting shelter from a Siddha Sannyasi or Siddha Guru, and he started supporting. After few days, the entire family got initiated from Thakur also, initiation from Thakurjee also. So this is what it is. I think it's clear, Tisha, now. She is none other than, somebody could have been sent by Thakurjee or Daivi Krupa or Mother of the Universe. So you can think of anyone. Now the other question is, okay, what is HSC exam? Ninima has clarified it's higher secondary certificate exam. We all were writing high school certificate. That was not right. Thank you, Ninima.
Yeah, higher secondary is equivalent of 10th grade now. It used to be 11th grade. Only old people like me would have gone through that. You guys don't know what 11th grade exam is, but that was what that is.
That time, yes. Now Devashish Mahanti Bhai is asking, Durga Charan Bhai was initiated along with Nrupalji or Narayanima?
Nrupalji.
Yes.
Narayanima was initiated in Kukkalamukhashram, not in Nilachala Kuttira. However, Thakura and Nrupalji were initiated. Thakura, I said. Durga Charan Bhai and Nrupalji were initiated at Nilachala Kuttira on the birthday of Narayanima. So that connection may be getting confused, but that's right. It was her birthday. So Thakura asked Durga Charan Bhai to get some milk because this place had really good milk. So Durga Charan Bhai went there, came back with the milk in the morning and told him that, hey, go take a bath, come here, I'll initiate you.
And as Narayani was the daughter, Thakurji gave shelter to her. So, during her birthday to celebrate, Thakurji used to distribute many things to the poor people on that day. So, that was also a tradition is being kept till now by Nilachala Saraswat Sangha also. Okay, so Ninima is asking, we chant Jayaguru while sleeping, but bhai, who does Thakur Baba chant while sleeping? Oh.
Good question. Not sure I know what he chanted while sleeping because I have not read anywhere, but Thakura used to also take Joy Guru. So when he would go out somewhere, he would say Joy Guru and start. When you would write letters, a lot of times he would say write Joy Guru on the top. So he invented this Nama Joy Guru mantra that we are all proud to associate ourselves and chant and do all kinds of things, kirtan, japa, and all 3-4 forms of that. Thakura also, after establishing that as a Siddha mantra, he was taking that in various instances that I just gave you.
Yes, bhai. So we never knew what exactly Thakurji was doing. So, better you have asked us. You got the answer. As far as our intellect and our IQ, EQ is concerned, you please ask this question to Thakurji directly, and once you get the answer, please let us know also. Because Thakurji told, I am the same Guru, the way I was Guru during my, Sthula Sarira. So please ask and let us know. So this is a small task for you from all of us. Now Premanand Bhai is supplementing continuous Nama Japa in Nidra is Yoga Nidra as mentioned. Now, okay, then the question is, okay, so Premanand Mishra Bhai is also clarifying he himself has observed Durga Charan Bhai in Yoga Nidra many a times. Thank you, Bhai. We all have got little bit experience. You would be getting more because of your seva to him, along with him. Okay, so now Riddhi from Karnataka is asking, why did Govinda Bhai see the divine vision?
There is really no answer to why. We know what he saw. Probably his spiritual level was, his Kundalini was awakened. So Thakura graced him to show his Jyotirmaya Vigraha at that point. And once he saw it, he basically fell down, and Thakura said, oh, that must be Govinda. And before that, Thakura did not know his name. I'm not sure even Thakura saw him before that. It was probably the first time he came in, along with all other kids.
So Thakurjee, whoever was, meeting Thakurjee at that point in time, when the way Thakurjee met Purnanand Swami, and Purnanand Swami called him from the last line after everybody went away. So this is how, when you get your real guru as a real disciple, the connection would be, as old as possible as he could think of, because it's a connection of many births. So that's how. Now the next question is, okay, let me read what Tushar Bhai is writing. One example of expressed and unexpressed desire. Thakura kahile, motte sabu janaiba. But look, the case of Yoga Maya, she didn't tell anything to Thakura. She has such a nirbharata. Yes, bhai. So, in other word also there is a prarthana कि न कहिबु किछि न मागिबु किछि तोर मन पोथी पाठ से पढ़िछि भक्तिरे खाली मथा नुआइले पराण देवता रसिबेरे. So this is also we learn. So anyway, if it's all depend, but the best prayer to Thakurji is Jnana, Bhakti and Vishwasa Nirbharata. If we keep asking all these things, everything will be fulfilled. There won't be anything which is unfulfilled kind of thing. Ami Ki Chai book is not written by Thakur Baba Ninima, it's being written by Nrupal ji, who has got initiation along with Durga Charan Bhai on the same day. So it's a collection of different advices of Thakurji.
Yeah, I believe Ami Ki Chai is probably written by somebody else because it's a Bengali book.
If I'm not wrong, that is
It's not Nrupal. It came out of Matta, so it's basically taken from various advices that Thakur has given, and it is published on Thakur's name because they are the direct advice from Thakur.
Okay.
Sorry, Ma. I interrupted you.
No, I was telling that only.
Okay, Tushar Mahanti Bhai is, okay, he asked a question I think I missed, so he is reminding me. Why bell leaves submitted to Thakur Maharaj and not Tulsi?
Both are submitted to Thakur.
Yes.
Both. So
Tulsi is primarily. So
yes. So basically, if you look at our tradition of worship, bell leaves are offered to Shiva, and Tulsi is offered to Vishnu, Jagannath, whatever you call it. So incarnation of that. Thakura being Guru Brahma, Param Brahma, both are offered to him. And then other difference is Vrindavati, who is represented from Tulsi, said to be Vishnu's Priya. So you never offer Tulsi to Vishnu's foot. So you make them wear a garland or put it in their head and those kind of things. Whereas there was an incident in Nilachala Kutura. This disciple, he was not a disciple, he just knew Thakura. He wanted to test whether Thakura is that powerful. So gets a bunch of Tulsi and goes there and tries to offer that to Thakura. And Thakura extends his legs, and then he pours there, and Thakur takes it to show that, hey, I'm at a very different level than your normal Vaishnavite gods, that Vishnu and Krishna and all these people.
Jnana bhai, sorry, the question was little bit different. Anyway, whatever we answered, he got it. But his main question is, during initiation, why bell leaves are used, not tulsi?
Oh, because initiation is that's a good question. Yeah. Sorry, I did not understand the question.
No, the initiation part came afterwards.
Yeah. Initiation bell leaves are used because initiation is really a tantric process. It's not a other process. So since it is a tantric process, they use bell leaves rather than tulsi leaves. Yeah, so Priyamadama is saying it was written by
Satya Chaitanya.
Satyananda Saraswati.
And also by in bell leaves, now whatever we in the process of Nilachala Saraswat Sangha now, we also get the mantra in bell leaves, so that it can stay longer also. So that's also another thing, and the entire mantra cannot be written in tulsi, and tulsi cannot be put so long. So but the other way, whatever you told, Tattvartha is right. Okay, now another question is from Nigam Bhai of Jharsuguda Sakha Sangha. He is asking, Bhai, I want to know why sometimes we get tensed and panicked by thinking of future.
Good question. I hope it's a young aspirant, not a older Bhai. So sometimes you get that. Sometimes we also become happy thinking about future because we paint a picture which is all good in future. That also happens. Emotions are things that we experience as part of our Jiva Bhava. So there is this Maya that engulfs us, that creates all these falsity in our thoughts. So these emotions, to some extent, good or bad, are result of that. So if you start following Thakura and observe his advices and all, you'll see those incidents initially will start going down, and some point it will get completely eliminated. You are never going to get tense or worried.
Nigam Bhai, please read the recent Sangha Sevaka in Prarthana Karinga Prati. So it is discussed about Brutha Chinta Varjana, which is the 10th point of Dasavidha Niyama. So since last so many months, every point of Dasavidha Niyama was getting explained, elaborated and defined. So this latest Sangha Sevaka is having Brutha Chinta Varjana. So kindly go through that. Have trust, confidence, nirvarata, complete nirvarata on Thakurjee. Whatever comes across in your life or you apprehending, inform him and forget. He is going to do everything right for all of us, because he is our father, he is our mother, he is our everything. We are telling Tomeva Mata cha Pita Tomeva. So if in a home the kids are not having good health, then father used to take them to hospital or doctor or give medicine. If they are having requirement of shirts, trousers, whatever, so parents used to give them. So this is how. So let's have a very clear-cut relationship with Thakurjee. Dependence on Thakurjee. We have to inform him, that's all. Even if you don't inform, we just discussed some time back, he is knowing everything, because we have to have a connection with him, that's all. So you need to be worried about the future. Your future is bright as long as you are along with Thakurjee. So Ninima, we know you are a little girl, but in our Sangha principle, we have to call you Ma. Please don't mind. Don't worry to ask anything and everything. You are having all.
Jayaguru Bhai, I think the context is you said or to ask Thakura for the question, right? I mean, she asked something. Maybe because of that, she's saying, I'm a little girl. How can I ask to Thakura?
You can ask, little girl can ask more. You know, she can cry and tell Papa, please tell me. I have to tell my brothers.
True, yeah.
Actually, as a little girl, he listens to you much faster than these old folks like us.
Yes. So no worries. If you feel good, then please ask. Otherwise, you will get your answer as long as there is a question with you. Don't worry. Okay, so Namrata Das Ma from Hyderabad is asking, didn't Thakur initiate Banmali Das Bhai?
Yes. Yes, I think second visit he had, he was initiated. So he was initiated before Durgachan Bhai was initiated.
Yes, Bhai, because he went for Tantra Sadhana, but Thakurji gave him Prema Sadhana. So he mentioned it clearly in his write-ups. So Bijay Lakshmi Swami Ma is asking, okay, no, she is Vidisha from Hyderabad. What is the main leaves that we should submit Thakurji daily? So it's already being told by Gyana Bhai Vidisha, it's Tulsi. Bhavani Prasad Patra Bhai, is there a Leela of Thakur where Thakur transformed into Ma Ornapurna in the house of Surendra Mohan Das Gupta Bhai in Baguda of Bangladesh? Ornapurna or Saraswati?
I remember Saraswati, but we can check.
So Annapurna might be, we have to read, but yes, Saraswati was very clear and it's written in Nilachala Bani or Nilachala Thakur Nigamananda. Somewhere it is being written.
Annapurna is in Puri, I guess. I mean, when Bhani Bhai asked to serve Annapurna Ma.
Netrabandra ଅଛି କି ମା?
ଏଇଟା ଅନ୍ନପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣା କଥାଟା ଫଣୀ ଭାଇ ଯେତେବେଳେ ପୁରୀରେ କହିଥିଲେ ନା ଠାକୁରଙ୍କୁ କି ଅନ୍ନପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣା ଆମ କାଶୀରେ ଯାଇକି ପୂଜା କରିବେ, ଠାକୁର ଅନ୍ନପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣା ମା ହେଇଯାଇଥିଲେ। ସଂଘ ସେବକରେ ବାହାରିଥିଲା ପଡ଼ିଥିଲା।
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆଚ୍ଛା।
ଓକେ, ସୋ ମା ଟିକେ ତାକୁ ଯଦି ପାରିବେ ଟିକେ ସେ ନିଗମ ସ୍ୱାଧ୍ୟାୟ ଗ୍ରୁପରେ ପେଷ୍ଟ କରିଦେବେ।
ଏଇ ଅଗୁଡ଼ା କଥାଟା ଆଉ ପୁରୀ କଥାଟା ଦିଟାକ ପାଇଲେ ମୁଁ ପଠେଇଦେବି।
Yes. So is the question of, okay, Bhavani Bhai, you will get the authentic answer. Now, okay, so Ninima is writing, I think because it's human nature that you are getting anxiety, worry, okay. So it's for Nigam Bhai, but Nigam Bhai has already told he got the answer. As Thakur's path is Nibruti Marga and we are running Prabruti Marga. And you are telling Ninima ki you are a little girl and you are writing like Nibruti and Prabhuti. Good. So okay, Premanand Bhai is now writing, we are subject to Sukha, Dukha and not free from expectations, which makes us tense and panicked. To overcome this is sadhana. Great Bhai. Okay. Then Premanand Mishra Bhai is again writing, Thakur himself, okay. It's very good thing that Premanand Bhai is writing. Thakur himself has said that जो साला नहीं जप रहा है मेरे लिए मेरे को दीक्षा लेने के बाद, मैं उसके लिए जाप करता रहता हूँ। और वो जो मंत्र जिसको दिए थे, इसलिए एक बार ठाकुर जी नीलाचल कुटीर में माला जाप कर रहे थे तो किसी ने पूछा आप कहाँ जाप कर रहे हो? बोलो क्या करूँ, मेरे से शिष्य लोग मंत्र ले जाते हैं, जापते नहीं, उनके लिए मुझे जापना पड़ता है। Right, Bhai. So Premanand Bhai is very much right. Now Tushar Mahanti Bhai, I think he changed to Durga during Durga Puja. So it's Thakur became Durga or what? Tushar Bhai might be writing that. So anyway, so that Priyambada Ma is going to cut paste those things, or whoever else is going to get, they may do it. So ठाकुर बाबा ऐसे बोले थे, Okay. ठीक है निनिमा. We are not getting your question. Okay. For that Nigam Bhai's question you are asking or what? So this is very difficult to understand the chart. So please excuse us if we are not getting you very clearly. We are trying to discuss to the extent possible. So the questions are over for today. Requesting Priyambada Ma and Devashish Bhai, please flash the Google screen. So this is the QR code to scan for Google form to get your questions and start.
ज्ञान भाई जस्ट खाली कॉन्टेक्स्ट शेयर करबा पई जदि मन पड़िबो आपनकर जो फणी भाई कहथिले काशी रे जाई अन्नपूर्णा मां को पूजा देबा पई ठाकुर तांकर ट्रेन मिस हला ठाकुर कहले सेठी काई दिबो तो एठी पुरी रे ही मते पूजा कर तो सेठी से अन्नपूर्णा बेसरे माने कन्वर्ट हेले से देखिदिले फणी भाई तांको सेठी तांको पूजा करथिले काशी जाई नथिले.
So এটা নীলাচল বাণীরে ଅଛି কি মা?
नहीं नीलाचल बाणी रे नाही एटा संघ सेवक रे पढिथिले आउ गोटे भी गोटे पढिथिले स्मृति पथे निगमानंद
रे थाई पारे नीलाचल बाणी डेफिनेटली नाही. नीलाचल बाणी नाही.
स्मृति पथे निगमानंद रे पथे अछि चेक करे पारे.
तांकर नातुणी लिखिचंती जोटा.
आज्ञा
अपर्णा मित्र तादेर थाई पारे.
So thank you everybody for joining today. It was a great session also. We are expecting more vibrant sessions from tomorrow onwards. Requesting everyone to join 9 p.m. sharp tomorrow. We will be live by 8:58 or 8:59. So please subscribe the channel so that you don't have to wait for the link of today. As soon as the channel is getting live, you will get a indication in your mobile phone ki the Sadguru Nigamananda channel is live now, so that you can click and join. Thank you all. Jayaguru.